Hello and welcome to Sister to Sister. If you've never seen us before, you're going to check out 5 beautiful, intelligent, but godly women. And we come to the problems of the world from a biblical perspective. And this is not necessarily a problem. This is just interesting conversation, so I hope you like it. Here we go. Girls, fun stuff. What do you think is the biggest complaint that men have about women and that women have about men?
I think it's they don't understand me.
The men say that about the woman?
Both ways. I know in our marriage, and I think I discussed this before with you guys, that my husband likes the process. Whether he gets to the end or not doesn't matter. So it created a lot of conflict. And the scripture says, walk with your spouse with understanding and walk with another person with insight. Understand them. Once we understood my husband loves the process, he could read a book forever, German, French, whatever language he's reading.
The process of what? The process of anything
he's doing. If he's reading a book, he reads German, Spanish, French, you name it. Now he's into Greek.
Wow.
So he just enjoys the process. Me, I've got to get to the end of that book, for an example. Like, why do you still have 10 books out there? Put one of them away. So when I understood he enjoys the process, I got to get to the end. We started to laugh about our differences instead of conflicting about our differences. So I think walk with your spouse with understanding. Try to understand the person that they are, their personality. And I think it'd be a lot smoother in the marriage.
Well, that's really good. That's good. Anybody else? Did your husband answer this question for you? Mine did not.
Not at all. He said, I'm keeping my mouth shut. He said, this is a longer discussion than just 2 minutes. I'm like, well, okay.
Sounds like there's no therapy here.
Oh, go ahead.
Who is it that somebody wrote the book Men's Minds Are
Mars,
Like
from Venus,
or something about somebody's mind being like spaghetti and then but the truth is that we're just different. And learning how to interact with that. And I think, at least in my home, the biggest complaint is for me to my husband is, you're not listening to me, you're not paying attention,
Wait, you're not listening or he's not listening?
He's not listening to me.
Do you talk too much? I mean, I'm just asking. Like, do you think you're chattering?
No, but I'm getting ready to punch too much. You asked me that again. But, talk too much, yeah. But no, I just think just in general, because I hear other women say the same thing, like, are you listening or you have selective hearing? And then I can very nicely say, he has no complaints about me.
Well, none that he'll articulate.
Right. Yeah. With that, I move on to Corey.
I think his biggest complaint about me is that I expect him to read my mind.
Yes.
And my biggest complaint is that he doesn't read my mind. So, no. I think the backseat driving is probably one of his complaints, which I'm still working on. And 20 years into marriage, I'm still working on that. Nagging. Who
nags whom?
Who do you think?
We're going to get Kathy out.
Hello, I'm Corey. Nice to meet you.
Nagger.
And then, in all honesty, to be serious, I think, at least for my husband, I think he wants to be respected. And there's a book written, Love and Respect, and it's about men's need to feel respected and women's need to feel loved. So I think it's a really good book.
Right.
Well, I looked more in like a general term than just Buck and I, because there's a lot of things we could say. But generally, the girls in my church complain about the men not being the leaders in their household, and they're pushing and driving things spiritually and financially and with the plans and the goals.
Socially,
so
right.
that's kind of a complaint. And then the men, I hear that the women are too emotional, and that they don't value their hard work that they do for their family. The men are not working for other people. They're working for your family to bless you, so that you bring that value to them.
And that goes right along with what Corey said about respect. And I really believe that respect is number one on both sides, men and women. I hope you liked what we have to say about this. You're going to need to tune in to Sister to find out more. We'll see you next time.